Alright folks, welcome back. Welcome back, this is Ultra Farmer, and this is episode number 4 of our No Man's Land series. Our last blast. Well, it won't be last blast, but I think it'll be like basically my last major kind of RP slash run through FS22. I'm gonna just keep grinding this all the way till when FS25 comes out, which I'm very excited for, because I love this game. And we are back. So from last episode, if you're here for last episode, we got that field to my right out there, all the grass cut. Just loaded up some logs right now because I figured this is really all I did off camera too. After we had mowed that, is I figured, you know what, I think we got to spend some money today, even though we don't have a whole pile of it. But I'm thinking, because there's nothing really we could use in the store. That's a good deal on rollers, though. But for a different time. So what I'm thinking, methinks, is I can get a brand new baler, a claws one, because I have some mods installed for like old equipment. I did like a whole No Man's thing one time. I didn't film it or anything. I was just kind of doing it for fun. We just had, it was me and a friend. We just had all the oldest equipment that we could get, like 2 meter plows and stuff. Just really giving her. So I got some of those installed, which I don't really think that's cheating. I mean, in real life, you could go buy old equipment and it would be cheaper. Wish some of that old equipment would come through the store, but that one old baler. Once I get this log in. I think I'm getting better at doing this. I think. It's all about where you park the trailer is what I've found. Yeah, like look at that. That's a pretty solid thing. Also, you got to bring this thing, the arms all the way up, and then you articulate this down, and then you're only basically doing that. That's my trick. Park the trailer far away. Because then you can always kind of like get really squared up to it. I had to bring the mulchers, or the mowers over rather, because you see that big tree in the middle. When I loaded that, that's a heavy one. And it's super long. I'm hoping we get a good amount of money off this. But let's hook this trailer up. Strap this down. I'm gonna hop over real quick here. And I'll just go into flight mode real quick, just to kind of show you guys how the farm's looking. Yeah, so I just cleared out those trees. We still have, like, we got a good little area here. The only tree that I screwed up, maybe we should go pull it out real quick. This tree. Yeah, we're gonna go cut him out real quick. The rest of them I kind of don't mind having around the perimeter. Kind of keeps everything, it'll keep me in line. We got all that cut. We have a field, which I drove through. That is doing nothing other than just sitting there. That rock I hit every single time I come driving down this road. I cut this corner, boom, I smashed that rock. And this is the farm. So we still have basically all these trees that we can knock down if we're going to need extra cash. And obviously these. I kind of wanted to keep a couple of these behind the barn, but I think we can clear all these out, even though we're basically right on the edge of the property line here. Let's go get that other tree out real quick. Except I gotta get out of flight mode or it's not gonna let me get in that tractor. So my plan today for us, we're in May. Is this trailer gonna tip? Come on now. Come on now. My plan for today is, I think we definitely need to get a set of windrowers. I was kind of hoping if this is a good load of logs, we'll buy a set of windrowers and potentially a baler. Potentially, because then once we bale, or maybe we'll just lease. I don't want to be short too much cash. Because we're definitely gonna have to lease a bale wrapper. Definitely. I think, yeah, this is actually a light tree. I'll probably just be able to grab that. We're down there. Get this stump out. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to lease a bale wrapper. I think I can get a baler. Am I just like the rock balancer dude here today, or what? Okay. Yeah, I think we can get a baler for around 17 grand, and I think a good set of windrowers, I think, is like 19. And a bale wrapper's probably in like the 20/30 range. So that's a pretty good load of logs though. Like, I will get close to like 14. Oh, flashlight on. 14 grand maybe? 13 grand for this? Let's just set this down. So then we'll get the windrowers, get this field squared away, get the baler, bale, and then if we have time, I'll start wrapping. While those bales ferment, I was thinking I'll cut down some more of the trees kind of back in there to clear that out to make some extra cash. And then once that's done and we can sell those bales, we'll be in pretty decent shape money-wise, I think. Like, because we'll have most things paid for except the bale wrapper. Unless by the chance, like, we get super lucky and one comes through the store. But, you know, wish in one hand. But most things will be paid for. We'll have, and we can just keep cutting that grass. We can just keep cutting that grass. And then we can slowly watch the store and pick away at getting equipment to start making fields. It'd be nice to get a decent plow, which I know I can get a decent plow for, I think, 18 grand. 17 or 18 grand. Might be more if it's a 9 meter, but we don't really need a 9 meter. We can use a 6 meter. And then maybe, just maybe, we might be able to plant something closer to the fall. Let's just check real quick. Where's my calendar? Okay. We may be able to plant wheat and barley. Maybe, if we're lucky. If we're lucky. But if not, it's no big deal because we can just do grass till winter. Let's go. 14 grand. Love to see it. You love to see it. So let's take this thing back, this trailer, and then we're gonna head up to the store. And we'll see a guy about a windrower and a baler. I really wish there was something on sale for balers, but we got a decent little straight stretch here. Let's go look. I'll show you. This one you can get for 17 grand. That old claws. So that's not too bad. 17 grand for a baler. 56. So it basically puts us, let's just say, for around 40. And then if we can get a good set of windrowers for, I'm pretty sure there's one in there for 19. Pretty sure. So that drops down to like 20 grand, 19 grand. And that's okay because it's weird. It's like we do have a bunch of money sitting out there. We just gotta go cut it down and do it. Once we get on the straight stretch up here, we'll look and we'll see what we can get windrowers for. Probably check right now. I knew these ones were 19. They're 8.5 meters, which is pretty good. Because I think with the mower and the attachments and everything that we have, but it doesn't really matter because it's just kind of a big, goofy field anyways. But let's get this tractor straightened away here. That's not what we wanted. Like, there's really expensive ones. These are more expensive and they're smaller. Way too expensive. These are 1,300 bucks. What? These are 19, 6.5. These are 14 for 7 meters. But these are 1,300 bucks. Yeah, this is what we're gonna get. 1,300 bucks. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna get. How's our fuel situation? Not bad. How much do you think it is to repair this tractor? You know what? We're just gonna scrape it through. Yeah, there's used balers in there for sale. That gold one's sweet, but that one's too sweet. That's actually a mod I have installed. I had when I was building a different farm, but I'm not like. I don't mind using installed mods if they're like that baler's a bit cheaty. Like, it's super cheaty. If you set it on 180 centimeter bales, you make like 50,000 liter bales. It wraps it. You can bale in like at 45 kilometers an hour. Like, it's fun when you're just building like a fun farm, but it's kind of cheaty. So I don't want to really do that. I know this thing with like the straps, I mean, that's kind of cheaty, but you could do that in real life and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. If this is all you had at your farm, just getting kind of beat up. Okay, so windrowers, like, these are 1,300 bucks. We could even change the color for 150 bucks if we wanted. We don't really need to. Well, those are 19 grand. How are these only 1,300 bucks? Are they super 18 kilometers an hour? I mean, it's not like you're really going faster than that anyways. Okay, we're gonna get those. That's easy. And then what we need to get is a... Got this tractor still. 2,500 bucks. I already decided. At one point I was like, you know what, maybe we could sell this. Like, that 2 grand would help with something, but no. I'm keeping this thing. We're taking this all the way to FS25. These are such sweet balers. It'll do 125s. You can bale at 15. I think we just get this rim color. What do we want? Should we pimp it up? Some white ones? Yeah. Why not? Okay. We're set. Now while we're here, let's just look. I think this is the best one. Is this the best one? Yeah, it'll do 125s. Yep. What's it to lease? 1,200 bucks. Yeah, like, let's just lease it while we're here. Okay. There we go. How are we gonna get it all back now? Well, I could probably go like this. Can I do this? Yeah. Yep. Here at Gong Show Farms, we're slow, but we do crappy work. And that's farming. You know, these little windrowers are so... Maybe we'll use the Urus to do some windrowing, because I think these windrowers you only need like 30 horse. And that's exactly what we have. Look at this setup. Imagine you've seen this. You're just at the used tractor dealership, wheeling and dealing on a new $700,000 buncher or something. And you just see this guy go driving by. Just off to bail. Right on. Okay, well, we're actually in way better shape than I thought, because we still got 36,000. We've got a decent baler. I mean, this thing will do just fine. It'll do just fine. Same with these windrowers, I bet. I mean, we could always see to like 1,300 bucks. They don't really owe us anything. So, if worst case they're really bad, like really bad, we could just sell them and go get a different set, lease a different set or something if we want. But I bet you they'll be fine. They'll be fine for at least this first little bit. But again, 1,300 bucks, they don't really owe you anything now at this point. If you can get one cut off that field with them, we're good to go. This won't be too bad though. I wonder how many bales we'll get off it. I'll just leave that that bale wrapper up there for right now. I don't really want to drive all the way back. Let's put this... right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We could just set this here for now. Actually, let's get this out of the way. Just made it. GG's. We have to move this wagon as well. Park this by the green silo. Good lord. Well, we're just gonna start somewhere. Alright, let's use this bad boy. We can get her out of the... Oh, yeah. Like, my grandma had an old tractor like this. Like, actually, in real life. It was a Ferguson, an old Ferguson, but it was just like this, man. It must have been from like the 60s or something like that. Actually, probably never do that in there. Because like my dad was born in 55, and he told me that they used that old Ferguson tractor his whole life. Like he grew up on a farm, and he's like, yeah, we would cut and bale hay at my grandma's farm. Obviously, you guys don't know what the farm looks like, but they farmed a lot of land with that little tractor, and he said, he's like, yeah, man, it didn't miss a beat, and it was still running when she passed away, and she passed away... Wait a sec here. She passed away probably like 6-7 years ago. But you think like that old tractor from like 19... So my dad was born in 55. That old tractor, if he was baling when like he was, let's say, 10, 12 years old, you know, that's like 1965 to 67 when they would have got that old tractor. Like that's pretty, that's longevity if I've ever heard of it. All right, well I think I might put a little bit of a time lapse in here now, or I'll record it as though it's going to be a time lapse. I don't know if you guys want to sit and watch me fumble around this field with the old Urus, but I'll film it as though it's a time lapse. Maybe I'll just kind of cut to a few points if I think of a funny story or something to tell you. That's what I should do, is I should just come up with a whole bunch of dumb stories that you guys probably don't care about hearing, but I can teach you about it. I worked a lot of oil patch in my life. I could tell you a lot of funny stories from the oil patch. But, okay, we'll put in a bit of a time lapse here, me getting this field ready to go, and then we will do some baling. I'm actually very excited. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sick of cutting down trees and loading them with that tractor, even though it's, you know, better than cutting them in little stubs and doing it by hand. That it gets annoying when you, yeah, just that tractor kind of drives me nuts. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick of loading trees in that trailer with that tractor. But okay, here's a little bit of time lapse, and I'll see you guys after, and we'll start baling. All right, folks, we're back. Look, this tractor's hilarious, but you know what? That went not too bad. That went not too bad, and now I think we're gonna get in the tractor here, and we're gonna go do some baling. Like that 30 horse in a dream. Yeah, it didn't work that good, and it was kind of slow going. I mean, the time lapse seemed fast, but it was kind of slow going. But it was pretty good. Like for a free tractor, that's not too bad. Um, those windrowers worked okay. I mean, probably long term I won't keep them. They're kind of a bit of a pain, and you like miss a bit, and because they're not that wide. But you know, for now, for us to get some bales done and then get wrapped up, we'll let them ferment. We'll sell them off. It'll make some money. I mean, it's get like 1,300 bucks. Like you can't go wrong. You know, we're not rolling in the Benjamins just yet. So, okay, I'm gonna hook on here. I'm gonna go do some baling. I'm gonna get all this field baled. It's gonna be a little bit slow going with baling because like I'm gonna have to stop. Um, you have to like stop and let each bale pop out. You know those other balers. That's one nice thing about those continuous, like the Vicon fast baler. Like you can just keep going, and even when the bale is completed and it's starting to drop out, Like it'll keep baling for you. You can just keep going and picking stuff up. So we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go through. We're going to gonna get all this field baled, and then I'll probably have to release a wrapper, and yeah, and we'll be done. So that's probably gonna do it for this episode. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate you guys all very much. Like always, if you can, hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that's greatly appreciated. I'm liking where things are going though. We've got some farm equipment and we're using it, not just the chainsaw anymore. So I'm getting pretty excited about that, and I'm excited for where this little farm's gonna go to. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next episode.